Hello and welcome to Akwa Ibom Rising, a weekly insight into the latest strides made by Governor Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom State and his team in sectors ranging from healthcare to infrastructure, education to agriculture, all woven together to create a tapestry of progress that reflects the true spirit of Akwa Ibom. So buckle up for a captivating ride through the heart of Akwa Ibom's transformation. The program is brought to you from the office of the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor. I am your host, Miriam Daniels, the Air Goddess.
Akwa Ibom Rising. Keep up with the infrastructural consolidation and economic expansion blueprint of Governor Umo Eno. Stay abreast with development and the implementations of the Arise agenda in key focal areas like agricultural revolution, rural development, women and youth empowerment. Stay connected to tips on security and environmental management and hook up to the economic and sound educational improvement mantra.
We'll follow our RISE agenda, we will not be distracted, we'll follow through on agricultural development, rural development, infrastructural maintenance and advancement, security, and of course education.
Now, feel the pulse and impact of Governor Umo Eno as he rolls out an all-inclusive governance to deliver a better Akwa Ibom for us all. Akwa Ibom Rising.
Governor Umo Eno has inaugurated the new chairman of the Uyo Capital City Development Authority, UCCDA, Honorable Anete Eka, and the new honorary special advisors, charging them to bring their experiences to bear in assisting him to implement his Arise Agenda blueprint for the people of Akwa Ibom State. At the government banquet hall in Government House, the governor, who also addressed his personal aides on the occasion, told them that they were carefully selected, not as a reward but as a result of their track records.
I'd like to address all of us here by the grace of God are aides to the governor. And if we believe that, I was to have a meeting with all of us as aides of the governor. Your work doesn't determine an office, particularly in the days, in the digital age, where you can raise your memo, you can get things done, you can, and a lot of you will be in various committees. The tourism committee, the health committee, the agri committee, there are committees that will set up. And most importantly, a lot of you are leaders. We look up to you in your various local government to be part of the team. I don't believe that any meeting should be called in your local government that you will not be informed or told or carried along, because for me, my simple style is let us work together as opposed to working individually. If there is something, we call all the stakeholders and talk about it and carry as many people as possible along. I believe that we should say goodbye to those days where one person just comes and decides what happens in a whole local government area. I don't think it's the right thing to do. I don't think it's the right thing to do. So the truth is, let us try to accommodate people. Will they insult you? Yes, they will. That's one of the benefits of leadership, that you'll be insulted, you'll be misunderstood, you'll be misquoted. But don't worry, they too are growing. They will see what you... Many years after, people will knock your door and say they came to apologize to you. And you say, why? They say, please, sir, make offense forgivable. Because at that time, he has grown to that place I've now seen. So until they say, let us be a bit careful. Don't let your local government be torn apart because of leadership. Please, instead of that, leave the leadership to them. For the sake of peace, I like to beg. So for this exalted office that we have brought you, we expect that your conduct and life and attitude will reflect that office. This is the very first time, I believe, honorary special advisors was the creation of the last administration, and it was reserved for very key people. I've expanded on it. We now have 48. Very soon will be 50. And it's a formidable team.
In a strategic move to solidify the commitment to the development and expansion of Ibom Air, Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umo Eno embarked on a significant courtesy visit to the Minister of Aviation, Mr. Festus Keyamo, SAN, in Abuja. During the visit, Governor Eno conveyed the state government's eagerness to maintain a strong partnership with the Ministry of Aviation for the continuous growth of the state-owned airline. The governor highlighted the existing maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO facility and the newly constructed International Smart Terminal building at the Victor Atta International Airport in Uyo as indicators of the state's dedication to aviation development. Governor Eno also extended an invitation to Minister Keyamo to be the special guest of honor at the official delivery of the first of 10 brand new A220-300 Airbuses next month, emphasizing that this addition is a crucial step in expanding Ibom Air's operations. Still talking aviation, in a historic moment that resonated through the skies, the founder of Ibom Air and immediate past governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Umo Eno, stood alongside top management staff as Ibom Air marked a milestone in Nigeria's aviation history. On Friday, November the 24th, the state marked the delivery of the first of 10 brand new Airbus A220-300 series planes, a visionary initiative set into motion during Mr. Emmanuel's tenure in 2021. Present at the Airbus Mirabel facilities in Canada, Mr. Emmanuel and the Ibom Air team, led by the CEO Mfon Udom and Controller of Operations George Uresi, inspected and received the cutting-edge aircraft. Commenting on the new development, the former governor and initiator of the airline, Mr. Emmanuel, expressed his emotions on how deeply emotional he had been when the Airbus management team announced the fame the airline has brought to Nigeria.
We were almost emotional on Friday when we were at Mirabel in Canada to receive the first of the 10 of the brand new A220-300 series of the Airbuses for Ibom Air. We turned around, I looked at Captain Fonudum. He looked at me. We almost shedded tears. Because even the Airbus people turned around and said, in their generation of Airbus management, that was the first time Nigerian flag was flying in the Airbus factory. And that was not done by the federal government, but a subnational. And which is that subnational? Akwa Ibom State.
In a poignant gathering at the United Evangelical Church, Lagos Township Superintendency, Governor Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom State expressed profound appreciation for his immediate predecessor, Mr. Emmanuel, and his wife, Dr. Martha Emmanuel, hailing them as a divine gift to the people of Akwa Ibom State. Speaking at a special Thanksgiving and welcome service, Governor Eno acknowledged the enduring impact of Mr. Emmanuel's governance, emphasizing that the indelible imprints left behind are widely appreciated by the people. He likened the reception ceremony to a moment reminiscent of the last day on earth, where God would be on hand to receive his children after a tortuous journey on earth.
Thank God for the man and woman, Deacon and Deaconess Udom Emmanuel. These two and their families are gifts that God sent to Akwa Ibom State. And we thank God that whether people say so or not, Akwa Ibom appreciates you. Akwa Ibom appreciates your work and that of your wife. Every week we have people coming into Akwa Ibom for conferences, coming into Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is now a destination of choice just because of the work that you did. I didn't create the road. It is you that made the road. It is you that designed all of those things, Ibom Air, all of the things that we have. It's your creation. And I'd like to tell you that we are grateful. On behalf of the Akwa Ibom people, I stand today by the grace of God as the governor of the state to convey the warm wishes and greetings, celebrations of Akwa Ibom people to you and your dear wife. Now, when you walk into a place, you know Akwa Ibom appreciates you. They have the ovation you receive, the kind of welcome you get. But while you are yet on the job, there's no way people will appreciate you. I've learned from you that that is a tonic to do some more and not be distracted. So we like to thank God for your life. Thank God for the things that you did and you are still doing, because I know the support that you are giving to me and indeed to all of us in office.
And continuing in the spirit of Thanksgiving, it was indeed a moment of celebration as the immediate past governor, Mr. Umo Eno, and his wife, Dr. Mrs. Martha Emmanuel, took out time to appreciate God for his decade-long tenure in public service, emphasizing his absolute dependence on God's guidance throughout his political journey. The occasion had the state's #1 citizen, Pastor Umo Eno, leading top government functionaries, the organized private sector, friends and business associates of the former governor to celebrate Mr. Umo Eno and his life.
In a government of 8 years, we had 2 major recessions and then COVID-19. But even with that, I doubt today in Nigeria, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of global reach, in terms of, global outlook, in terms of, proper governance, we'll be hard-pressed not to mention Akwa Ibom as #1. We went in with a vision. God help us so many ways. In this our generation, the only state you will turn around and see a smart building, 21 stories, owned by a state government is in Akwa Ibom State. The only state you will go around with interlocal government connections from airport to East-West Road, not a single pothole is in Akwa Ibom State. One state you go around in each of the federal constituencies today, you see a well-equipped medical center that will cater for secondary medical care. I think in Nigeria today is Akwa Ibom State. Many, many things we cannot count. The state that you go today, while other industries are packing out of Nigeria, industries are reporting in Akwa Ibom State. It can only be God, only God. And it came to the period of succession plan. We went the direction of God. It was tough, but all of you stood by us. And today, I feel fulfilled that God's plan is Pastor Umo Eno. And that has worked out very well. There are many, many reasons we want to thank God. God just decided to show us mercy. And God has been faithful to us. And most importantly, we went into government house complete. We left complete. Not even one is missing.
Amidst echoes of a special Thanksgiving Mass at St. Dominic's Catholic Church in Uyo, Governor Umo Eno extended heartfelt accolades to former Governor of Akwa Ibom State, the Venerable Obong Victor Atta, as the distinguished statesman wrapped up festivities commemorating his 85th birthday. In a
Excellency, I'd like to congratulate you. Thank you for making Akwa Ibom what it is. Actually, you laid that foundation again and gave us that map of Akwa Ibom, the future. All of the things we see today, they were your dreams, your vision, the airport, the seaport, the things that you dreamt of, the united Akwa Ibom. And today, steadily, I believe in your lifetime, these things are being achieved, and the airport actually is named after you. And so we'd like to thank God for all of the things that God has used you to do in Akwa Ibom. In every generation, God raises a man who will stand up for the people, who will lead the people. And we are fortunate in, I dare say, because I'm alive, in our generation, God has raised a man like you, sir, to chart the course for which we now follow. So on behalf of the government and people of Akwa Ibom State, we wish you a very, very happy birthday, many happy returns, and may good Lord continue to increase your strength, because God says that the day is, so shall the strength be. May your strength never fail. May God continue to keep you for the good works and for more work ahead for the Akwa Ibom people and for humanity at large. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Happy birthday.
Akwa Ibom Rising.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umo Eno was among eminent guests as Chief Justice of Nigeria, His Lordship Olukayode Ariwola GCON, on Monday in Abuja, conferred on former PDP National Legal Advisor Emmanuel Enoidem and 57 other eminent legal luminaries the prestigious rank of the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN. Speaking during the reception at the Transcorp Hilton, Governor Eno led other dignitaries, including former Governor Udom Emmanuel, Justice Yang Okoro of the Supreme Court, to appreciate God for the great feat by the celebrated Akwa Ibom son.
Barrister Emmanuel Enoidem, SAN. We thank God for him, for the path that God has chosen to take him to. And every one of us have our parts. But it's so unique to us that when you arrive at your destination, you can look back and say, only have been God. And I believe that by celebrating them today, we look back and know that it could only have been God that took him through those parts that he went through. There must have been moments of desperation, moments of danger, but God knew a day like this would come. So we join you to return all glory to God. On behalf of the government and people of Akwa Ibom State, we celebrate
this journey that we've come to destination today. I think I'm one of the happiest for him, because if you're talking about somebody who is qualified to be a senior advocate, it's him. So on behalf of all of us, and I really want to say here that we are proud of you, sir. And as the Justice of the Supreme Court said, we know once you are at the top, you are one person I can go to sleep, that you'll be at the top, and you maintain the top.
But in the course of my service to the party, I discovered that it was going to be possible for me to make the number of cases in 3 years or in 4 years to become a senior advocate of Nigeria. Because within these 4 years, by the special grace of God, I was able to do 31 cases in the high courts. I was able to do 32 cases in the court of appeal across the country. And I was able to do 19 cases in the Supreme Court within a period of 3 years. So, God is faithful, very faithful, for to give me opportunity to become a senior advocate of Nigeria in 3 years instead of 10. So let this God be clapped to.
Akwa Ibom Rising.
And finally, on a victory note, the Court of Appeal has affirmed the victory of Governor Eno in the 2023 governorship election. The appellate court sitting in Lagos last weekend dismissed the separate appeals filed by Senator Basi Albert Akpan of the Young Progressives Party, Akanimo Udofia of the All Progressives Congress, and Senator John Akpan Odoidege of the New Nigerian People's Party, saying they were lacking in merit. This brings to 5 the total post-election cases decided in favor of Governor Eno at the appellate court. Meanwhile, Governor Umo Eno has dedicated his triumph at the appeal court to the divine grace of God and resilient spirit of the people of Akwa Ibom State. He was speaking at a Thanksgiving service in honor of his immediate predecessor in Lagos.
I also want to take the opportunity, recognizing the platform that God has given to us, to thank God for the victory he gave us at the appeal court here on Friday. God made it to happen. And I think it has gone down history that I remain the most vilified governor candidate and eventually governor. People went to the extreme. We've had court cases, appeal, 5. And we don't know how many will go to Supreme Court, but there's a Supreme God. And God helped us and gave judgment all in our favor to confirm the vote of 354,000 Akwa Ibomites that voted for us. So I stand here today to tell this awesome God, thank you so much, and thank you so much. It pays to serve Jesus. I speak from my heart.
And that's our package on this week's edition of Akwa Ibom Rising. Thank you for being part of it. On behalf of the entire production team and the executive producer, the chief press secretary to the governor, I have been your host, Miriam Daniels, the Air Goddess, wishing you a good time. Bye-bye.